Welcome to First Person Defender, where regular people come face to face with unknown attackers.
Drop the gun! Whoa! Stop! Don't make fire! Get out, dude! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
And fight their way out.
Drop the gun!
This is First Person Defender.
You can't save the day if you get shot. Today we're going to talk about being tactical using concealment and cover on First Person Defender.
These force-on-force scenarios use training guns that fire non-lethal projectiles.
Hi, my name is Christopher Nipper, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm a civil engineer, do design roadways and the hydraulics that go along with it. The type of training that I normally do is just pistol and rifle at a flat range. I've never done any force-on-force training, so I'm hoping to see how I react to a dangerous situation and to learn from some mistakes and to just improve on myself. I'm very anxious, yeah, but it'll be a good day.
Chris seems like a pretty squared away guy. He leads a self-defense lifestyle and he likes to train. I have a feeling that whatever we throw at Chris, he's gonna do really well with it. So we've got a difficult scenario for him. It's a little bit of a cat and mouse type of game. He's gonna see a crime committed, but this bad guy is gonna slip away from him. It would be really easy just to drive away, but since he has a wife, we're probably gonna throw a monkey wrench into the mix.
The problem with cars is they eventually break. Chris is dropping off his wife to pick up her car when an attack occurs right in front of him. How does he approach an unknown area while trying to save his wife?
Thank you, buddy.
Dude.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, man. That's cool. Good deal.
Call 911, call 911.
Index. How you feeling right now?
Adrenaline rushing, pumped. You know, that was very fast paced and very exciting. So it was a lot to process in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it was. It was over in a matter of seconds. It happened so fast. So tell me what happened.
Well, I brought my wife to the repair shop to pick up her car. She was going inside. I saw a guy on a cell phone, and all of a sudden he drops it, grabs an AR, runs inside, and starts shooting everyone in there. I start hearing screams, so I exit the vehicle and rush inside with my gun drawn.
Did you get hit at all?
I do not believe I got shot.
Okay, all right. So what did you see when you entered the first doorway?
So when I entered the first doorway, I believe I saw someone who had been shot on my right. There was a door on my right, so I entered that. I tried to clear as best as I could in the moment, looking for my wife, but also for the bad guy. I didn't see him, so I continued moving forward. When I entered the main room, I saw the bad guy moving behind objects. So I believe I engaged at that point and saw him move further back into the interior of the building to where I eventually chased him down and shot him.
Man, that happened really fast, a lot faster than I thought it was going to go down.
It was extremely fast-paced, yes.
So why did you move so fast? Talk to me about that.
Because my wife is in there. I mean, you have to move quick.
You definitely got in there. So how many times do you think you shot through the whole thing?
So I believe originally when I saw him, I think I maybe shot twice, and I don't recall if I hit him or not. So he kept moving into the back of the building. At that point, I probably shot him maybe 5 or 6 times. I don't recall a slide lock. So
yeah, you didn't go through a
there.
full mag, so you didn't shoot 8.
Right.
Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go in there, we're going to look at it, we're going to walk through it again. We're going to do some training points for everybody that's watching. We're certainly going to talk about a time to go fast and a time to go slow, because sometimes speed too slow, no good. Speed too fast, no good. Fast speed and violence for you really worked well this time.
The Ruger LCP Max. More ammo in a small package, almost the same size as the LCP2, but it comes with a 10-round and a 12-round magazine. Lots of 380 ACP to get the job done. It even comes with a pocket holster, and this small gun gives you lots of options on ways to carry. Summer carry, this might be the one for you. The LCP Max from Ruger.
All right, so Chris, there's two things that we're going to talk about during training in here. First and foremost, when I got your gun and I was getting it set up for training, you only shot 4 rounds. Yeah. That's fantastic. You did a really good job of controlling your fire. You weren't spraying and praying. Second thing is, when you came into this room, you did a great job. You came across really fast, but then you stopped right here. The problem that people have is they get into a position, they move into a location, and this was true with me back in the old SWAT days. You'd enter a house, you'd get in a position, and then you'd be standing there. You'd be thinking, man, this just doesn't feel good. Like your back was open, or just you just felt open.
Right.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with moving and getting into a better position.
Right.
So let's go over here to the barrels, and I want to show you a better position.
Right.
All right, so now we've moved out of that open area, and we've kind of got some cover in front of us here. So from here, we start moving out around, because we know the bad guy went that way. So we're looking for the bad guy over here. When I clear cover, when I am moving around cover, I am looking through the sights. That's the time for me to be dead on that gun, on that trigger, and ready to shoot. But I also have to be very discriminating in my shots, because after all, we had a good guy that just come running out of there, right? So, you know, training, and not shooting people that don't need shot, and no startle response. So when I come around here, I see that, I don't see anything there. I don't think he went behind these barrels. I would have a pretty good idea if he was here, because I know he was a little further forward. So from here, I can start looking deeper into the room, and that's when he made his run across that wide opening. And I have a really good shot there, actually. So go ahead and work your clearing. Do it the way you did do it the first time. All right, so one of the problems we have here is when you step out like that, your whole body comes out, and your foot is coming out before. So your foot and your knee are actually, your foot, knee, and elbow are coming out, and then our whole body's here. So let's do this in little small steps. So for me, it's going to be more like, I'm going to do these small steps, and I've got my elbow tucked in, I've got my dominant eye, which thankfully I'm right-handed and right eye dominant. Right. And I'm very, very slow to move around that. And I can actually get to a position where I begin to lean, and I can clear more. But it's eyes, head, and gun, because if the bad guy sees anything, it's going to be me through the gun. So try that. Crawl it over, and then think about what it is you're seeing. Good. Do it one more time. I want to see that good elbow tucked down and under. Tuck that elbow in. There you go. Roll that elbow in. Get that strong eye over the gun. Yep. Cool. Because when things do slow down, we have to have good tactics.
Right.
Because if he's laying in wait, we absolutely don't want to give him an opportunity to know that we're coming, or give him something to shoot at. Because even if I just see your foot and I don't think I can hit it, I'm still going to start shooting at whatever you're hiding behind.
Exactly.
Because it's going to make you drop back in, and then I'm going to bolt. Because I'm changing positions. I'm not going to be there again when you come out.
New from Springfield Armory is the Echelon, and it's a completely new platform for them. There's a couple important things about this gun you need to know. The COG, which is a chassis system, and the Viz optics mounting system, which lets you mount pretty much any optic very low to the bore axis, lets you co-witness your iron sights. A lot of nice features on this gun. New from Springfield Armory, the Echelon.
So I'm out on the range as a right-handed shooter, and I'm shooting with two hands, left-handed, using my left eye. Why is that important? Well, if I'm ever forced to use cover from the left side and I really want to minimize my exposure, I really want to change hands and change eyes. Because if I'm behind cover and I don't change hands, I really have to lean out and I expose a lot of my head and my upper body to shoot around that left side piece of cover. So if I shoot right-handed around the right side, it's very easy for me to get my feet in the right position, pick up my sights, lean out. When I switch hands, I do two things, actually three. I switch my feet, I switch my hands, and I switch my eye. So I have to close my right eye very tightly so that my left eye can do its job. So I practice switching hands, switching eyes, and finding that target downrange. So the next time you're at the shooting range, think about transitioning hands. It's a great way to practice for shooting around your not so favorite side of the barricade.
If you want to survive a real-world experience like you see on First Person Defender, you need training. And we provide classes and training at Range Ready Studios. We have pistol classes, rifle classes, advanced concealed carry, and even First Person Defender experiences where you get to run through many scenarios like you see on this show. Go to rangereadystudios.com to sign up now.
First Person Defender brought to you by Colt, Ruger, Range Ready, and T4E. The dang car broke down again. Chris drops off his wife, but this time things turn eerily quiet for our good guy. Is Chris able to overcome the silence, find his wife, and win the fight?
Call 911.
Index, index, index. All right, man, tell me what happened.
So, again, bring my wife to the auto shop, drop her off, she goes inside, and all of a sudden, I hear some gunshots. So I rush in and I get to the big room and there's not a lot going on. Honestly, it was kind of confusing because it was just dead silence.
So it looks like you might have got hit.
I got shot several
Four
times.
times.
Several
There's
times. One right here.
Stuck to you.
Yeah.
You might have exposed yourself a bit much, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, you were still kind of loping and moving into those positions instead of just right before you got shot. Your gun was down at low ready rather than up in front of your face. Two eyes open, searching.
Okay.
So after all the shooting ended, and you did put the bad guy down, you emptied your gun.
Okay.
You were pretty, how were you feeling at that moment?
I guess raged, right? You know, getting shot. My wife was on the floor, seemingly dead, possibly, you know, most likely, and getting shot at. So I was trying to put him down.
What do you think you did really well, and what would you change? And I'm pretty sure I know the answers, but I'm going to let you tell me.
Yeah, I really thought I was taking into account what we talked about, the training that you gave, and trying to expose less of myself. It was a very confusing situation, though. Everything was so quiet, and I didn't know what was going on. Where was the guy, the bad guy? And then when I get around that final corner, I see my wife dead. Or presumably dead. That was a big distraction. And then I didn't keep focus of only just showing a little bit. And before I really didn't even see him before I got shot. It was just, and then I saw him, so.
We put her there for a reason, and that was part of it. And it is a huge distraction. And for the people that are at home watching this right now, it's an important lesson to understand that when there is no stimulus, no sound, everything has to move to a snail's pace. It's based on, smells and sounds and everything like that. And all you can do is clear and methodically move and hope that you're doing things correctly.
To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.